Yeah, hi. This is Elisabeth, the Sharon de Saint-Germain. I'm a voice alchemist and a singer. And one of the things that I find really beautiful to do and to learn to other people as well is to sing for people who are on their way to a new world, who are passing, or people who are very in a vulnerable place there. But for instance, when I go to my father, he has Parkinson's, and it has been he's in a very late stadium at this time, I think. The thing is that there isn't much we can talk about nowadays. But what we can do when he is in his, he has these cramps and it's all rigid and cramped, and his breathing is it's very hard for him to, because he wants to answer but then he can't. And okay, so it's a little bit messy in my office. I'm going to change that. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so this is, I sing for other people when they are feeling ill or feeling very weak or vulnerable or unrestless or have anxieties, or it's always a little bit in those spaces where you when you are the one who is sung to, where you feel uncomfortable in the place where you are, but you have to move on, and being sang to, it can give so much relaxation, and also healing. I think it's very healing to receive it and to give this. So one of the things that I would really look out for is that it is meant to heal the other person. Your own feelings, they need to be in a space of acceptance and in a space of alignment with whatever is. When you feel very anxious yourself, or when you are very when you feel you have a deep sorrow, you can feel that, of course, but I would recommend to give the song really the healing power. You want to get a little bit above your own emotions. At the same time, you can feel emotions, but they're more like blessings. When you sing something, give it with a blessing and with all the acceptance and the gratitude that you feel, and do not pity the person you sing for. Just give them your full attention, but don't go into them. Just let it be a blessing. And even when you feel like it, you even can hold your hands like that. And I know there are beautiful mantras that you can sing. I love to sing improvisations because what I do is I sit and I tune in. There's a place where I can go to in my mind, and I go into my heart, and I'll ask the angel of the person, what does she need? What does he need? And I have an agreement with the world of music, that with the spiritual world of music, that there are that I am willing to listen. I have made that agreement, and I have to repeat that quite often, because my ego gets very much in the way, and that's fine too. But then when it's needed, I can ask and I say, I am willing to listen, and I am willing to be a vessel. It's just a statement that, and so what I do in this improvisation, when you dare to do that, it's a beautiful thing, where you really tune in and start to resonate with the highest of that other person and the music world he or she is aligned with. And then I'm just being a vessel. I don't know, sometimes it sounds a little bit like Bach when people have that. Other times it's more, sometimes there's more like children's songs. So that's one way to go. It helps to have a little bit of a backup of what you know, and you can even, if that's a little bit too far out, you can always ask the family, or you can ask the person, what is it that you really love? Or you can, most older people have a beautiful CDs, and you can watch, oh wow, it's a little bit like that. Or you can even ask, to have a podcast of not podcast, but a Spotify list of things somebody really loves to hear. So that might be a more earthly inspiration that can guide you. So find your own way in that. But I think it's a leap of faith to do this, and it's, in a way, it can be scary, because we come from a day-to-day life, and when you're a well-trained singer, you are used to sing a certain way. And all of that, in a way, you want to forget, because you really want to tune into the person who lies there, who sits there, and they do not want to be bombarded with a big or beautiful song. They want to be healed. And sometimes that can be 3 or 4 notes. Sometimes it's much more complex. But you need to tune in with your emotions, that you're always aligned with what you see, and don't go overboard, don't do too much. Okay, and now I have something that is a beautiful little song, that I'm really loving to teach to you, and it is created by the founder of the School of Uncovering the Voice, Miss Frau Walburg-Schwartström, Walburg-Verbeck-Schwartström, and she was originated from Sweden, and then came to the south of Germany and stayed there for a very long time, and created this new founding of singing, where it, for the modern person, well, let's I'll skip that. We'll talk about that later. Um, Anyhow, she has created a beautiful little piece, and it's really healing. And the words are, I'll come up to the words. They're Latin, but it doesn't matter what faith you're all from or no faith at all. If you're just very spiritual or not spiritual at all, just see it as a blessing, and it comes from your heart, because I believe love is God, and God is love, and we all have that. And it doesn't matter what name you give it. I truly believe it doesn't matter when you have the wish that it heals somebody, it will. The melody is very simple. I will do it a little bit lower than it's originally, and on an M. It's so there are two repeats. La 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 la. You repeat that. La 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 la. And then you have the second line. La 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 la. Repeat that. La 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 la. Then another piece. La 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 la. So let's do that again. If you feel okay with it, just hum with me. I'm just doing it humming again before I introduce the words. So the first one, we repeat the first line, and then we repeat the second line. Then comes a little bit of a different line, and we'll end with a low. So here's the first line. Just sing along with me, and then we'll do it the whole thing through. Now, if doing that last piece on one breath is too much, it doesn't matter. It just, when you take a breath, the the beautiful thing about the breath is to know it comes. It wants to come. So you don't have to take a breath actually. One of the things I always teach to everybody I work with is that you can just open your mouth like, and when you open your jaw, you open your belly as well, this lower part, and then it's just like it opens at the same time, and when you open it, breath just comes in, and you don't have to do anything actually. So, do you want me to do that one more time? Yeah, let's do that one more time. Just come with me. Now the words, I am going to look this up. Let's see. Moment. Come on, where are you? Benedicamus Dominus Te. Okay. So it's a little bit different. I am going, so the words are Benedicamus, 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 Dominus Benedicamus Te. I am going to put it up a little bit higher because for me this is very low how I'm singing, and the original is on F dur. So or major, F major. So that's how we call this. Let's put it on C. Yeah. So let's do it again. Benedicamus, Benedicamus, Benedicamus. Now, what you might notice is I am really singing quite softly, but it is heard because I make use of sort of a sound dome that I create with going in a sound stream and really making use of the consonant Ng. And this it weaves in every vocal and in every piece of singing, and it creates an atmosphere that 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 is really it it gives a sort of almost a protection for the voice, that it's not so just going out there. It has a time to resonate. So let's do that one more time. And of course, if you want to know more about how do you do that, that you can sing very softly but still at the same time freely, that it's not, or that it's not just going out there, but it's more the time. It's like of course you look up, you find that the resonant pieces in your body, those are very important. But then also with the help, instead of shying away from those vowels, those p, k, n, sh. I don't know if those are good, if I say that, or in English, if that's correct. But I do mean those words, not the consonants. I mean, sorry. Okay, now let's do it one more time on this. I will give you the tones with it. And the reason I don't use the piano is we don't need it. We have our voice, and that is really, really enough for this purpose. Now I'll go and sing it in the right key. It's really a five. It's a quint higher, so that's 5 tones, whole tones, notes. Let's see if that's right. Yeah, that's one. Even one more. So this is the original setting. Okay, well, I hope my wish is that more people will sing for people who really can use this. And with this specific melody, um, well, let me know. I'll be very willing to teach it to you. Organize a little workshop for this, so that I can teach you how to sing for other people, and what particular things you might think of, or situations you might think of. Yeah, there's so much more possible than just singing. And singing alone is wonderful, and it's wonderful for yourself. But you know that how much the gratitude uh, for your own voice, or for instance for your own body, for being able to give this to other people, is so much bigger when you give more than when it has a deeper meaning. Yeah, I don't know. It's the most magnificent thing for me as well, to hear parents sing for their children, or grandparents sing for their children, or aunts or uncles, or whoever sings, has the effort to really communicate on that level. And when I was a student, I cleaned elderly houses, I cleaned, how do you call this? Not retirement homes, but really care houses for older people. And we were always in a hurry, but I saw those people lying on their beds, and I thought, my God, it's so depressing. I have to do something. So there were two options: or I went just quicker with the cleaning and just sat with them a little bit and talked, or I would the cleaning singing. And I did that. I did the last one because the things needed to be done. But we can do the things we do singing, and spread your blessings just like that. And we can do that. We have this voice. So I hope it's a long one. I hope it may serve you and the people you sing for. Okay.